Yesterday, I told you that I would be telling you some more about how God made man. Do you remember, boys and girls, that everything God made, he just said, let there be light. And there was light. You can imagine if I said, let there be something, and there just was. God is so powerful and so mighty. But he did not make man just by speaking. This time he took something. You might think he might have taken something very wonderful and great, like a mountain or a rock, but no, he didn't. He took dirt. He took dust. And he made man from dust. And there lay Adam, perfect, beautiful man. But he was not alive. So then God breathed into Adam, and Adam became alive. And God made a beautiful garden for Adam. It was huge. It must have been, because there was a great big spring of water that came and divided into 4 great big rivers. The Gihon, the Pishon, the Tigris, and the Euphrates. So there was all these rivers came out of this garden, and in the garden were all kinds of plants and trees. It was a beautiful, beautiful garden. And God put Adam in that garden to take care of it. And in the middle of that garden, there were 2 trees that had a special name. One of them was called the tree of life. Let's say that together. The tree of life. And one of them was called the knowledge of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. Let's say it together. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. And God gave Adam one command. Just one thing he had to do specially. He said, you can eat of every tree, that delicious tree, and that one full of beautiful fruit, and that one, you can eat of every one. Just you may not eat of this one tree. Well, God also brought the animals to Adam. And he said to Adam, I want you to give the animals names. Well, Adam was very good at that, because God had made him. Remember, God made man to be a little weak picture of himself. And so when the animals came to Adam, maybe they came the mommy and the daddy lion, and Adam said, you're going to be lion. And then another one, maybe the giraffes came, and Adam said, you're going to be a giraffe. And Adam made all these animals. He gave them all names, and the birds as well. But there was not somebody to be a mummy person for Adam. And this is the one time God said, it's not good. Every time God had made something, he said, it is good. But now he says, no, it's not good that man is lonely. I'm going to make a helper for him. So then he made Adam go into a very deep sleep, so deep that when God opened him up, he didn't even notice, because he was sleeping so soundly. And then God took out of Adam's side one of Adam's bones. He took out one of his rib bones. And out of that rib bone, he made a beautiful woman. And when Adam woke up, God said, here is your helper, Adam. And when Adam saw this woman, he said, this is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She is going to be called woman, because she was taken out of a man. And the Bible says that's why. A man leaves his mother and his father, and he comes to his wife, and they get married, and they live together. Something else the Bible tells us about this part. Adam had no clothes on. And Eve had no clothes on either. Adam had not called her Eve yet. She was still just called woman, which means out of a man. But you know what? They were not embarrassed one little bit. There was no sin in the world. There was only good. So Adam and Eve were in this beautiful garden together, and God was there. And in the evening, they could walk and talk with God. They took care of the garden, and they were only happy with each other all the time. They never said a cross word. They never cried. They never felt pain. And they obeyed God. They ate of all the trees, but they left that one tree alone, at least at the very beginning. And I think you know what happens, but that will be tomorrow's story.